Hey guys, welcome back to Mom Likely. I hope you guys had an amazing break. I know we did. We had a lot of visits, a lot of fun. I don't know, it seemed like this break was long. Not necessarily long like it dragged on, but it felt appropriate for once. Maybe it's because we've seen so many people and I got so much done in the house over break. Maybe it just seems like a good equivalent because usually like time flies and I feel like, woo, we didn't have enough time or I didn't get enough done. But I felt like this break went really well, which is great because with the time change, ever since we sprang forward, I feel like I've been having like a really hard time getting up in the morning. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. How about you? Typically, like that's why I love the winter. I feel like when we get that extra hour, I'm a lot more productive. But at the same time, I love also being able to get up when the light comes up. Maybe it's because where our room is situated, I don't necessarily see the light when it's time to get up. So maybe that's also why I've been struggling to wake up. I have my blinds flipped. So when the sun comes up, you don't see it until, we come up into like the kitchen level of the house. But I just been struggling, man. But the break definitely felt like appropriate time. So today I'm going to be starting off cleaning in Savannah's room. I haven't been in here and showed you in here since we moved. She did get this full-size bed frame set up. She ended up actually putting this bed frame together pretty much all by herself, which we were pretty proud about. Dad showed her how to use a couple of the tools and kind of showed her what to do, but she put it together by herself, so that was really cool. But she waited forever because we had a twin bed mattress, and so she was using that for a while, but we finally got the full-size one in. It went on sale and I had a coupon, so I went ahead and purchased that. And in my typical fashion, before I get going and doing anything major like that, I want to clean everything before I set out stuff that's new. So I'm gonna go ahead and deep clean her room real quick. The other thing is this little side table was left here and it actually matches the larger dresser that's in my office, which we're going to get into in a minute. But I'm kind of thinking I'm going to be heading to IKEA probably next week when the kids are, end of this week rather, while the kids are in school and go look around for things for my office. I decided I'm probably going to do a desk just like this one, maybe with different drawers. So while I'm there, I might pick up a couple of end tables because I kind of think it would be more beneficial and like cuter if Savannah's bed was positioned in the middle of the room. And then she could have a little end table on each side and then kind of use this other little side table thing somewhere else or in her closet instead of having the bed against the wall. Because you'll see in a minute when I get to the bed, when I put out her new bedding, it's like it just doesn't really work when it's situated against the wall. In our old place, it was like that was the best way to have the most space. So they're kind of still in that headspace of like, let's push everything against the walls. But here we don't necessarily need to do that. She has such a large room here that it would be, I think, a lot cuter and like easier to like maneuver around if she had some walking space on each side of the bed. I felt super tongue-tied during that, but you know what I mean. Like right here, I think it'd be cuter if the bed was in the middle and get rid of this other stuff. So we'll see in the future here. But they've just enjoyed what they've had for right now, but we'll see. Also, during this break, while I'm thinking about it, I'll just mention it now. I did say I was going to put some feet on my 8-cube organizer that's in my dining room that's holding all like my kitchen cookware. We did end up moving that into the kitchen and we did put the legs on it, but it was not sturdy enough at all. The way the legs that I purchased, they just were not good. So we put them on. I did film it and I'll show it in the next one, but it just didn't work out. So we took the legs off and then now we're still going to choose a table. But I was kind of sad about it because I wanted to put a countertop on top of that. But it still works as like extra little workspace in there. But the feet, they just didn't work out on that, the ones I purchased. So.
I got things to do. I'm me playing you. I'm me playing you. Do you mind if I call you on FaceTime? On the West Coast, so it's late night. I'ma make time if you make time. I'ma make time if you make time. I just wanna see the top with you. I just wanna be in the drop with you. I just wanna spin the block with you. I just wanna spend some nights with you. I got things to do. Talking me plus you. I got things to do. Talking me plus you. I got things to do. Talking me plus you. I got things to do. Talking me plus you. Only if you say so. Only if you say so. Only if you say, only if you say, only if you say so. Only if you say so. Only if you say so. Only if you say, only if you say, only if you say so. Stop playing with me, girl, stop playing with me. Know you wanna stay with me, so just come stay with me. We could be on the run, we could be on the go. We could be in Barcelona, we could be in Mykonos. I got things to do, talking me plus you. I got things to do, talking me plus you. I got things to do, talking me plus you. I got things to do, talking me plus you. Only if you say so. Only if you say so. Only if you say, only if you say, only if you say so. Only if you say so. Yeah. Only if you say so. Only if you say, only if you say, only if you say so.
You see what I'm talking about here? It's just like all this back and forth, and it's like not sitting right because it needs space on the other side. So I was like, oh, I'll leave this one. Then I got frustrated and I was like, no, me put the new one down. And I don't know, it was just a whole bunch of crap. So I'm going to try to put it in the middle of the room next time. I just really like the idea of just things just being more simpler. So that way, you know, it's just easier to do it. You know, like if the bed was just in the middle of the room right here, I could just throw it on. And then I would like situate it and I would be done. But instead I was like trying to fit on both sides of the bed, tuck it in, so blah, blah, blah. And I was just over it at that point. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this again. I mean, I know I'm not doing this all the time, but it's still just whatever ways I can find to just simplify things. This is one of Savannah's friends. We had quite a few guests over spring break where we had many sleepovers and visits. So that was really cool. So if you see random kids popping around throughout the video, it's because, you know, we just had people here. Now, when we moved here, where all those shoes are on the floor right there, there was a closet, or not a closet, there was a dresser right there. But it wasn't left behind. It was just in the photo. So like maybe I'd like to find something to fit there. Her closet, she just has like a bunch of, you know, collectibles in there and her clothes. And then she ended up cleaning off her desk while I was doing this process as well and moved stuff to the other little cube organizer. Hi, Ash. There he is, the big boy. And this is how it is. We still have the same chairs and computers and stuff from the old house. But it's a lot better. The white comforter in this is one of those like down comforters. It's a smaller version of the one that we have on our new bed. Not new bed, but the new bedding we have on our bed. And there we go. It's just a lot cleaner. Got all the trash out of here, cleaned the floors, mopped, vacuumed, dusted, did the windows, and put on some fresh bedding. Now we're going to go ahead and move into James and I's room. This is in a level or two down. We did get a new bedding, which I think I showed on Instagram. I don't think I showed it in a video, but it's a down comforter right there. And I did get a new duvet cover to go over it since, you know, the down comforters, you know, they're not really, you can't wash them. So I got a duvet cover for that. But I went ahead and dusted everything up. These blinds, I mean, they're in pretty good shape, so I don't necessarily want to replace them. But as I said in a previous video, the color of them just doesn't really fit the vibe in here. So eventually I'll get a new blind in here, maybe like a bamboo one or something, or just white. But for now, I was just dusting them and cleaning up the bed a little bit. Recently, I went ahead and I got some upgraded internet service, and I think we have to switch providers, honestly. I think in this house, it just doesn't work well in this area. So our light bulbs that change colors currently aren't working right now because I can't figure out how to rehook them up to the new Wi-Fi. So there's a few things around the house as far as our light bulbs are concerned where they're currently out of order because I switched the Wi-Fi. I haven't taken the time to figure it out because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to switch providers. I was like trying to do a video and I'm like, man, the speed's just not going well here, but I think it's just the connection, so we'll see. But if you didn't know, we did get a little electric fireplace in here. I got some new bedding and we got some colored lights put in here. It's really nice. I love this little electric fireplace in here because these are the two bottom levels of the house, so they are a lot chillier when you walk down here, even though we keep the house at a pretty steady temperature. But it's nice to, you know, get showered up and get ready to relax and turn on the fire pit. And then I really love when I can turn on my vibey lights and then, you know, watch a little TV and YouTube and then drift off to bed. But right now, you know, the vibe's just out of order because of the lighting, so we'll figure it out. Here's some more family visiting here. The girls, they were just having so much fun. It's so funny, like in the next clip you'll see them. They had on the Valentine's Day video and they were listening to the music and they were just dancing around and it was so cute. They're the ones actually that gave me the idea for the gnome showing up in the Valentine's Day video when he was like, hi, there's some people here, and they love that one. Literally every time I go to make a bed, I can never get the sheet on like I never get it on right the first time. I usually always have to like readjust it, and the same instance goes here where I had to readjust the my blanket inside of the duvet cover once I got it all in it. And this is a real pain in the butt to do this. It's definitely a quick tip if you put it in a corner and try to sort it through the duvet cover once it's in the corner. That helps a ton. But I literally had to just take it out, and then off camera I just put like my whole body inside of the duvet cover. I should have just filmed it because it was so funny, but I just put my whole self inside of it so I could go corner to corner inside of the duvet cover, and then I just kind of fluffed it out. You know, by like, what's that? I don't really know. What do you call that? What do you call that when you like, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. So if you pick up a blanket and then you like shake it, you know, you like whip it. I don't really know. I can't believe I don't know the correct terms for what I'm going for right now. It's kind of like when you wring out a rag. You can think of the what is the gesture when you wring out a rag. So when you like flip your towel, you know, if you like have one end and then like you pick it up really quickly and then you shake it down, you know, this right here. Like, what would you call that? I don't know. James ended up picking out all of our new bedding. I picked the duvet cover. I think it's really cute, the little flowers. I think it fits the vibe in this house, like that little bit of, you know, like older style. So I thought it was really cute and not over the top. So it's like still white. So it's like pretty neutral. We did get all, it's like Egyptian cotton. It was pretty pricey, but it's really great. It's like really thick too, the sheets and the pillowcases. These are, I think, like bamboo fiber stuffed pillows. They're really nice and they hold their shape really well, and they're soft, like they're squishy. But I have been noticing, I think it's bothering my spine because there might be too much in it. So I might need to like flatten it out a little bit. It might be just like too much fluffiness for me because I'm typically like a side and back sleeper, so I'll have to experiment with that. But the pillows themselves are really nice. I have not gotten in here to readjust our closet yet, and I have not unpacked all of our shoes. A lot of them are just summer activity type shoes, so we've pretty much just left it. But we are going to be having a yard sale probably come May, so that's probably when I'm going to end up decluttering the closet. And I decided I'm going to get rid of like a lot of stuff and start like repurchasing for my capsule wardrobe. And then we're going to go through all those shoes, and I need to paint that little board. Here's the girls right here. They were having a blast. This was just the mattress from Savannah's room. They were watching the Valentine's Day video. They were like, we love the music in this one. And they were just having fun with that. So I had to show them because they did this for a while. Now, finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks, I'm getting into my office area to finally clean this up. I decided I'm ready now to pick something for a desk and a chair. I'm just really uncomfortable while I'm trying to work in here. We're all getting to where we need to use the printer again, so it's just time to clean this up. I'm really sad about the desk that was in here in the initial walkthrough. We ended up having to take that desk apart and really break it down in order to get it out the door, which kind of ruined it, and then we had to end up just throwing it away. The reason why we had to do that though is because we got the wood floors refinished and we had to get everything off the floors so that way they could refinish it. So that's why we ended up having to get rid of it. I'm really sad though because I really wanted to use it. But I'm going to go to IKEA and I'm going to find what I can so I can bring it in here so I have a more comfortable workspace. Definitely something as I need a taller desk. My legs are very long, so it's been really annoying working at my little desk with my chair to the floor. My legs just hurt while I'm working, so I want to hurry up and get rid of that. There's also like about 7 boxes kind of that need to be gone through, and this little filing cabinet, just where we need to go through and sort through all that stuff and see like what we want to keep and don't want to keep, and sort through like the actual physical pictures that we have. I have a bunch of old mix tiles that are really kind of destroyed because they're so old. They were just kind of in like a zone of the house where it's like they got a lot of destruction happening to them, so I'm probably going to end up tossing those as well. But for today in this video, I definitely just got a lot of it sorted and cleaned up so I can more easily move around in here, and designated some of these drawers to specific equipment. And then when I come in here to do like the office transformation, then I'll get more into like the functionality and the cuteness of it. if you're still here at this point in the video, it's safe to assume that you won't mind, like chatting and hanging out from here on out. I know this video is long, but for those of you that don't mind, I went ahead and put the rest of the video together for you guys. I wanted to include as much as I could in this one. It's been hard to include everything since we gotten here, but now that we're getting more situated, there's things that I just need to get to, and I figured we might as well chat along the way. I can't even lie, it's felt so good to finally get into this room. And even though I did, not everything that I wanted to get done in this room, just to start, it's helped me so much just to feel like I'm actually getting somewhere. Man, it's taken me so long just to complete this video. If I'm being honest, this video has been done for days. I just didn't have the voiceover and commentary for it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. I've actually been struggling pretty hard this week. Just because, I was working on my weight loss, and the whole reason why I was working on my weight loss is because of my eye condition and just wanting to feel like I'm taking action in the present while I can. I've been saying I'm in my now season, and I just want to, do the best I can with the time that I have. And even though I feel like, I'm still kind of on that path, I feel like I've slowly slipped away from letting it be my focus. And I'm getting down on myself. And as I grow, as we get closer to my hormonal time, I feel like I'm weighing down on myself and putting unnecessary pressure on myself that doesn't need to be there. And it's not working in my favor. So the whole thing with that is I just been trying to figure out which direction do I want to take with the things that I want to do. And I've been in just a horrible, funky mood because I just feel like life is out of my control. I have circumstances that are overpowering me, and it doesn't matter how I feel about them. I have to live with them either way, because I have this rare eye condition. And, for all intensive purposes, it's going okay. I'm doing well. I've scheduled an appointment to see what type of progress or progression has happened over the last 2 years since I found out. I'm going to be seeing my specialist in July, hopefully. So hopefully nothing major has gone on, but I can tell there has been some changes. Still every day I'm just hopeful and realistic that I don't feel like one day I'm going to wake up and not be able to see anything. But there's always that fear that something crazy could happen, and then I'm going to be in shell shock, and I'm going to be shook because I didn't take it seriously enough. So that's why I'm always feeling like I'm just going crazy, and just all my choices that have led me here, I'm happy with them. I'm satisfied with my life. But then there's that large portion of me that I just hate to be satisfied, because then that also puts me in a state of, well, what's next? Why do anything if you're satisfied? And then with my eye condition, I've been just feeling burdened because I'm like, well, what can I do now? Will it even matter? And it just sucks being in that headspace where it's like, will it even matter? So I just wanted to encourage you today to just keep going through those times where you feel like, will something even matter? And things are just out of your control. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but this is real life here, and that's just something I'm struggling with. So I'm getting things done, but behind the scenes as well, I'm dealing with battles that I'm not so verbal about. And honestly, I really truly wish I just had more internal strength to just, be a beacon for more people. For those things that which we don't speak of, but a lot of strength too comes from just personal journey and individual time spent growing, pondering, and sitting with things. And sometimes you just can't share things until you are on the other side of them. And I always try to mention the things I am on the other side of. And sometimes, through life, there will never be another side of things for some of us. It'll just be working with it. And that's kind of where I am right now with that. I don't really know if that even made any sense, but I just didn't really have anything else encouraging to say for this video. And while we had a great Easter break, we just spent time with people, had fun, caught up. And then the house was just complete mess. And then now that break has dwindled down and the kids are back in school, I'm kind of alone in the day, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm just realizing again, I'm just somebody that I just cannot be stagnant. I love being home. I love taking care of the house. I love being available for my family, but I'm just somebody that just can't be stagnant with nothing to work towards because I just need meaning, I just need something to push on and persevere with because I don't want to be stuck in a space where I'm dwelling and dwindling on, just anything, I just need an avenue to keep going. So thank you for being here. If you are here and supporting and watching my videos, I really appreciate that because, when I do show up and put in time for videos, I'm glad that somebody gets something out of them. And then, it also helps me to not feel alone as well. And something that's really been hard for me to come to terms with over the course of like maybe the last decade or so of my life is, it's hard to talk about too because you reach a point at some point in getting here, I was kind of worried as well to even share moving here and stuff because sometimes there's always that thing that comes about that you should be humble. And I feel sometimes in being humble, you become too content and also you don't see in ways that you can still keep improving and strive for growth. Because sometimes, you just get stagnant and it's that stagnation that puts me in a shitty ass mindset. And so it's not like that, what do you call it? That poisonous positive, what is it called? I can't think of it right now. But when somebody's just overly positive and it's like that's not helping the situation, I don't feel that way about it. I just more or less feel like, we should keep going. We should keep trying. We should keep pushing forward and we can't sit in the past. And that doesn't ever mean there's not a destination of contentment, but I also just feel like it's so easy to just get into, well, what's the point if you're not trying to move forward? And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I pondered the last decade of my decisions and I thought about, well, what is it that's cascaded me forward in these times? And I think, as awful as it sounds, I really do get into a headspace where I just appreciate negative things because I'm very good at learning from experience, and both with my own and with others. There's just certain things where it's like I don't make certain decisions and I wouldn't take certain risks because it just has already played out that that's not something that is beneficial. It doesn't seem beneficial to me, and it definitely hadn't been beneficial for other people. So in my life right now, I'm struggling because there's a part of me that doesn't want to see the negative side because I'm dealing with aspects with my rare eye condition and I'm suffering from visual impairment. And, I'm seeing the downside of, I need to get my health in check because it seems like that's the only thing I can do to, offset the horrible effects with my eyes, even though I don't predominantly feel ill. And so that's the other thing too, because it's like, well, why are you getting down on yourself when nothing's wrong? Until it is wrong, though. Nothing's wrong until it is wrong, because if you don't focus on things, then, things get awry. And it's not that I need to overly control things, but like I was saying, if you're not working towards something, it's like anything could happen, or you lose that precious time to, take things up and try. So I don't know if any of this has made sense. That's kind of just what I've been pondering, and I haven't spoken with anybody about it. Sometimes it's hard to be public with these kind of thoughts because, they don't necessarily make sense, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to speak with you, and I'm just sharing. So maybe it at least put off a light bulb in your head, but moving forward from here as well, like I just need to make a few new decisions. Sometimes even in the moment you think things are a great decision, and then not until time plays out do you see the effects of it, or through giving yourself more time do you start to understand what it's really going to feel like in that decision, I guess is the best way to explain it. And so I've just had some time now through being here and thinking about what my next steps are in life, and I think I just need to scale it back. I need to simplify, and it's not that I need to do less work. I just need to simplify because it's important for me to focus on the things that are priorities. for multiple reasons, but not just because I want to be, successful and happy, but also just because there are just things out of my control, and I don't have a choice. And tomorrow is just never promised. And I just want to know that I felt like I made the right choice based on my heart and not on, outside things that are bombarding me, I don't really want to say, I don't want to say present myself a certain way, and I don't really want to say like to seem a certain way, but I just want to be a certain way. And sometimes there are decisions that interfere and conflict with your priorities. And I just want to get out of that headspace where there was a time where I wanted certain things and I wanted them so badly and they were most important. It's just such a freaking balancing act to balance your priorities and what you want and the things that you feel like you should focus on, especially, as a mother and a wife. And it's like, is this going to be bad for my relationship? Is this going to negatively impact my kids? Is me doing this going to interfere with, the mindset of my kids? And like, maybe I overthink it, and I really do. I overthink a ton, but I'm just really a person that have really strong belief that we need to sit with our feelings. And we need to sit with our feelings for time to play out more so. And it's not in a dwelling aspect. It's in a to figure this thing out and to figure out the next step. But right now, I'm just I feel amazing when I accomplish things, and when I don't accomplish things, I feel horrible. And I feel most of us can feel that way. I know I definitely have trauma around those things, but just more so, I think that if I focused on the simpler things, then I would be able to feel more fulfilled. And that's what my now season is. My now season needs to be focused on me being fulfilled. So if in that moment I wake up one day and, I can't see and, I really need help to get around, I just want to know that, my kids can take care of themselves and I can still work hard to not be a burden to others. And it's a really, really vulnerable place to be in. I don't want to make it sad because this is just such a productive video, but it really, really sucks to be somebody that figures it out and overcomes regardless of circumstances, and then you don't have a choice. And I preach to my kids all the time. That's my main argument when it comes to navigating things with my daughters, specifically my oldest daughter, is like, I keep telling her in life, the biggest thing that you have and that you can hold on to are your choices. The thing I always tell her, she's 13, and I say, listen, and I'm not being judgmental because I've really seen many things, but it's also about understanding and learning from other people's experiences. And the biggest thing I always tell her is that you need to graduate high school. You need to get a high school diploma, and I want you to get through school without having a baby, getting involved with the man too deeply, getting addicted to drugs, and just graduating high school. And if you can just do those things, then you have so many unlimited choices in your life that you will be able to have control of. And not only that, just effortlessly. You don't have to work any harder because you did things as they should have been when you were supposed to. And you can just keep so much debilitating issues off your back if you can just keep your options open with your choices. And that's where I'm at right now. It's a crossroad in life between my choices on what is my next move, because I'm at a place where things are just going so wonderfully and I don't need to run away from things in making good choices. And I've made so many good choices in my life just from feeling like I'm making the right choice, and feeling like I'm, escaping the bad things, or overcoming the negative aspects of what I've had to deal with in life. And that's always propelled me forward in just feeling like I'm doing the right thing. And so right now, I just feel like things are going right. And I don't want to have that level of contentment where I just still don't focus. And it's not I'm finding something bad, I'm not finding and looking for a problem, but it's also that I'm so content that I don't want to lose sight of what's going to also make tomorrow great, because I'm so comfortable today. And I don't know if you felt like that ever, or if there are situations where you have, but like, it's really something that's stumping me right now, because I feel like we've gotten into our new home, and it was just such a big goal of mine for so long, where it just hurt me so bad to think, oh, we'll never be able to move. And then here we are, and just so many things. But dealing with my eyes and trying to focus on my not even weight loss, because I'm happy where I am. It's just more so understanding that, like, if you don't stay on top of it, it's going to become a problem again. And I don't know. I'm talking in circles now and rambling, but that's just where my mind is right now. I'm sorry if I gave you guys, like a trauma dump. I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to have some open conversation with you guys, because I've just struggled to do this voiceover for so long now. It's been like 6 days. And I felt like, maybe what I should share is just what's on my mind and just not what I felt is best, because I always come real to you guys. And that's just currently what it is right now. And instead of, disappearing to deal with things or just not knowing, I just want to share where I'm at to just kind of stay afloat. So I'm doing great. It's just, I'm in a moment right now where I'm emotional, and I sit with that. And, that helps me. So I just wanted to talk about that. And I know the commentary is a lot different than it usually is. So if you're still here, I thank you. And I thank you for your support. And if you need to tell me something, my inbox is always open as well.
The drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every part. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you
So I'm sure you noticed throughout the video what's been updated here in the basement. So we ended up putting in a projector system. We got one, it didn't work out. We didn't like how it was sitting, so he ended up putting in a new one. And then we got this projector screen. We got those really cool beanbag chairs, which we really loved, but the dogs ended up peeing on them. So we ended up just throwing them out because of the fill. And I just wanted them to feel like they could stop going down there to pee. So now, so far, it's been good. They haven't peed on any plants down there or beanbags since they're not down there, but we'll see what happens because we can't keep putting up with this. Everything else has been safe so far, so let's keep our fingers crossed that we're in the clear. Otherwise, we're loving the basement. It's been really great, and it's a fun little area. I thought about painting these cabinets black, but I just really hate painting, so I would have to just feel awful about it to finally paint it because I don't mind it really so much. But this is just how the basement's looking right now. Eventually we're going to get probably a 2-seater recliner with cup holders for this little area to be like our theater room. And then do something with this couch and these other things down here. Savannah's wanting a real drum set. So that might be in the future sometime soon. But for now, this is just what we got. We got karaoke, we got guitar, drums, and a pull down home theater with a projector. And this is our little chill spot. That mattress, we just had to wait for trash day. That won't be staying there. I just didn't have anywhere else to put it right now. So I thought the basement was the best choice. Everything's all cleaned up now. And I was leaving those dishes for the kids to take upstairs. This thing is really gross. James loves making snacks down here after work. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up upstairs. And then we're going to move on up to the rest of the house because, oof, there's a lot to do.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. Catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or bed by night. This or I wanna see it all. Find the northern lights, see the stars in the open wild, catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map, I'll let you know when we've arrived. Yeah, we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. This or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. Midnight, or in bed by night. This or this or
So if you missed the last video, I explored a topic and I talked about whether or not our kids should receive money for doing their chores. If you want to watch that, I'll link that up above. But what we decided was that we're going to start paying the kids for chores again, and I went over in that video why. But in this video, Jordan's being extremely helpful. I actually paid her a little bit of extra money to do this video with me, so it was up to her. That's why you don't see Savannah helping as well, because she doesn't like to be on camera, but she did help as well. But in this one, Jordan's cleaning up the bathroom on her side, and this is predominantly her job anyways, so I do come in here and help them like sort things out every now and then. Usually like once a week, once every 2 weeks, they need a little bit of help, you know, to like reset things. But for the most part, I can tell her, hey, go clean up your sink, and she'll like wipe it down, rearrange her stuff. She really likes organizing things, and she's little and, you know, she's in the online world, so she looks at things aesthetically. So she really likes, you know, setting things back up and having things all sorted. So that was part of her chore for this particular day, was kind of resetting her side of the bathroom and helping me clean up from like all of our sleepovers. The chores and helping out around the house has been going really well since implementing this new system. They're getting ready. Well, they did receive their first checks. They just need to get their payout. And we're going to go over and I'll talk with them what was good and how I want them to improve. But overall, it's gone well so far. The one area that I need to still work on trying to perfect is the laundry situation. Like, I'm just not the best at laundry. I will say, like, I do the laundry. You know, I wash it. Sometimes it sits on the couch clean. But overall, like, I don't have a very good system for laundry, for fitting it in my everyday. I need to get back to trying the load a day. Which even when I do that, it goes well, but then I reach the third week and then I'm kind of sick of it. And then it's like, I kind of reset and I don't do it for 2 weeks. And then like I get back on it. So, I mean, I guess you can say it is a routine, but it's just not very efficient. But because of that, I just haven't figured out perfecting them helping me with the laundry yet as part of their chore in terms of it getting paid. Cause like I always do the laundry and then they're in charge of kind of like helping to like hang it and fold it and put it away. But for their chore check, I wanted them to be in charge of just doing one load of their own laundry. So that way their basket could fill up, they could wash it and then put it away. But, you know, just like starting new things for anybody, their kids, and like they need that verbal reminder and then like that help, I think, to get started. And I just haven't taken it upon myself to really reinforce that part yet. Just because it's so hard for me to stay on top of my own laundry routine. So it's like I'm having a hard time enforcing a laundry routine for them. So that's going to be something that we're obviously working toward in terms of it, you know, being a part of basically like a routine, like, you know, a time or a day that we can expect it to be done. But overall, like when it is happening, they're still helping me nonetheless. So I'm still going to take it as a win, you know. Also, I just thought I'd mention right here, we don't use aluminum deodorant anymore. We're all aluminum free. James occasionally will use it if he picks up a cheap deodorant stick, but for the most part, we're all aluminum free. And if you have kids with sensitive skin, the Billy brand is really good, especially if I do like the Arm & Hammer. It's just a cheaper version of aluminum free deodorant. But if you do suffer with skin sensitivities, even with baking soda and coconut oil, the two of us do. The Billy brand doesn't seem to bother her at all, so she's been using that. And then my other daughter, she's been doing well with the Old Spice aluminum free, and I kind of just been still testing some out. But so far, my favorite one is just the really cheap one, which is the Arm & Hammer aluminum free Juniper Berry.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it. Slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it. listen to me as I say.
While I'm cleaning, especially in my kitchen, I love turning on my candle or spraying some of my room spray to get, in the mood, and it helps like when everything's done. I know my refrigerator on top was pretty cluttered, but I'm figuring that situation out. However, I just wanted to also mention that I still have all the Christmas trees up. I decorated them for Easter and it's going into spring now, and definitely still have the trees up, so I got to get those down because this is definitely the longest I've ever had all of them up. There's literally like 5 or 6 of them up there on the stairs, and I just need to get rid of those. As I mentioned earlier, we did move that little 8 cube IKEA organizer right here into this space, and then we put the dog food onto the opposite wall. We ended up not putting the feet on it. It didn't work out, but we'll see how it goes in the future. We need to get a new dining room table and then kind of go from there on our plan with the island in the kitchen. But again, as I said earlier, I want to thank you so much for sticking with me through this video and listening to me and, just having that deep conversation with me, because that's just the place I was in. I hope if nothing else, you got a positive visit out of your time here with me today, and maybe, some encouragement as well. So yeah, thanks for watching today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.